Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches. Winternomics. Welcome. Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly. Loading in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready, bitches.
What up? What up? What it do? Shooting this one with a new camera. How's it look? Look a little smoother than some of the last stuff we had. Hoping this resolution is better. So I'm actually shooting this through the iPhone 15 instead of my HD camera. Started by throwing some morning bits. Server, appreciate you. Abra G Dog, that's what's up. First super on live, appreciate you, homie. Don't see too many people see 57. Does it look better, frame rate and everything? I thought this guy looked pretty good, right? It looks clean as shit, I think. From what I see in my display, it should look fire as fuck. Short show, always artwork, IT, you know me. Did my best to get it done. So, where is it? Moon. What'd you guys think of the artwork today? Oops, not that. This was push up and remember my buttons. So that was the artwork. I'm sure you guys recognize the silhouette of this. This is Christ the Redeemer. This is a famous photo that was done. A guy waited like 3 years for the timing for this to shoot it over Christ the Redeemer down in Brazil. I decided to do the Nomics version of that one. Holding on to my precious. So, I don't know. That came out pretty cool. It took a bit to get it to look like it's simple, but it actually took a bit to make it look like that, to get it close. So, I don't know. It took me, I actually tried that for Monday and I wasn't ready to get it out there, so I had to wait to get this done. So fear of loss can lead to more damage, right? That's a true statement in the markets and life. Like sometimes holding on does more damage than letting go. I think we've all seen that saying. And sticking clinging to your biases and letting your emotions guide you will lead you to hanging on to like a hindsight mindset, and will obviously cut off the chances for forward opportunities to give yourself a shot at like something else, right? If you've missed like the tide up to here in the bull market for stocks and crypto, right, you can start today like a whole new universe and see what branches you can take and what choices you can make. There's a ton of new opportunities that are still available. If you didn't catch Bonk, if you didn't catch Pepe, if you didn't catch, with just like all the other cycles that have passed, everyone thought that was the last chance to get rich. 2017 was like that for crypto, and the bear market that followed, everyone said that was it. COVID happened, that was it. 2022 happened, that was it. And one thing you can't let yourself get caught up in like what happened yesterday. If you're born, just now, you don't have a chance to play any of these markets. When you grow up to be 20 years old, there's gonna be a whole new world with opportunities in front of you. You gotta let yourself be able to like seize those. I went out to NFT NYC events last night, and I heard a guy talking about it was pretty funny. He's like, NFTs were in the bear market last year, but this year now we're here. I'm like, motherfucker, if you haven't looked, most NFTs are still in the bear market. But that doesn't mean stay steadfast staying at a bear market NFTs. There's opportunities out there in commodities, out there in stocks, out there in different parts of crypto. But having a heavy bias that your one asset you love is got to do the thing is going to fuck you in finding anything else. So that's the main theme of this one is like be flexible, let yourself be open to new opportunities. So yeah, I really love the way this camera looks. It's pretty sick. I didn't actually think I could do a show through the iPhone like that, but it's pretty dope. So it's a short show. It's 9/11. Great timing that is. Let's see. So it's gonna be a short show. It's gonna kind of cover some where the market is right now. It's been a while since we've been on, and last time we were on here, I think we talked about total, and what we talked to you guys about total was. Hang on, I'll get these guys all up here. So on the last show, we actually pointed out a range to pay attention to from the last cycle high, the complacency shoulder of the crash of the last cycle. Is always where like the greatest amount of volume is, right? There's not as much in the climax as there is actually in the complacency that leads to the overall crash. So when you get back there, it's always a great place to pay attention to. So we projected that level as a key level to pay attention to what, to watch for a possible shockwave situation that could develop off of that last cycle high, and it has done that. So since the last show, we haven't been on here. It has just been basically fucking around, gone into a bull flag, rotated, pretty good squiggle, corrected, and now we're kind of waiting to see, does this shockwave turn into a deeper correction and crypto take a bigger breather, or are we just consolidating against the 2021 highs for a chance to blow it out right now? So we'll take a closer look at that in a second, and then of course some stock stuff. I would like to get to some of your war stories, but obviously, like, if I read one of those fucking books, I'm gonna run out of time, right? Let me see if I can get one in. I owe you guys a war story since you've gone and written them. Oh shoot, where did I leave off at in these things? Because I'm way behind. Let's see. 1% everyday compounds faster than you think. I think that's a good one to start with. I'm pretty sure I didn't read this one, right? This is by Kiki. 1% everyday compounds faster than you think. Hey Eco, been a minute since I wrote a war story, but as I mentioned in Discord, I had a pretty interesting February and it definitely worth capturing. I started the month off strong, able to act on Intel, converted to good entries, then lost several R's when tech corrected and market gapped through some of my stops on open. I got pretty emotional when it happened. I noticed my habitual response being triggered, negative self-talk, and was able to steer away from that. Did some journaling and realized that some losses weren't as bad as they felt, in part also because I had already taken my first profits. Took time and regrouped, kept an eye on Discord, Twitter, etc., and was able to continue converting Intel. Intel made all those losses back and then some. I have always had desire, now for the first time during this whole journey, I have faith. Equal conviction that this brown girl who never felt good enough can do it. Sure as hell feel good enough now, and that is priceless. Here are some of the plays. Interesting. Well, that's a good reflection. I'm glad to see that you've gained some faith in your own abilities, right? Like, all of this is that most people in here all would have never sworn they could actually trade for a living that I've traded for like last 10 years, and everyone has an exceptional capacity. It's just the fact that we all kind of operate at survival levels, like a C-minus student, and so we never ever get pushed to see what we're really capable of because we're so busy just correlating with the herd of animals that keeps us comfortable. Everyone has like exceptional capacity to make superior decision making capabilities. Just getting trained to like realize how to do that is a problem. Most of our schools train us to be good soldiers and workers, not really good thinkers. So happy to see that. What is this? This is Disney World. Yeah, we had a banging sheet on that one. Great play on that one. And that is, man, I can't see shit. Oh, that's Hood. Okay, my bad. Yeah, we had a Hood sheet that was really dope. I haven't put that guy yet. That was really a monster. That guy did like, I think from the sheet drops, it's down to like 19. It's like a 90% run on that guy. And you had Hood, and you had FET. I don't know what this one is. Oh, Fetch Tether. I thought it was a stock. I was like, what the fuck? I did see you guys playing that one. And then ETH. Awesome. Right? And so for all you guys who read this stuff, like there's people, this is a learning process for everybody. You can go through a lot of these people's posts and you can see the evolution of their applications of logic. And, I advise you to go look at this stuff. It's free info. And they'll show you, like, places that maybe assets you tried to play for any of these where it was better to get involved in it than maybe you got, or maybe you outperformed this, and you kind of see, like, you can learn some things from just other people's practical applications. So always go through this. This is like the greatest fountain of knowledge sitting there from all people going through experiences everyone else is going through, and sharing it as they learn how to kind of like fine tune all the stuff that kills you. There's nothing more valuable that I think in our ecosystem, the fact that you have this community shared experience and growth over time and how they got from, this, point A to point B as they progressed into their, into their career. So definitely take a look at this stuff. Appreciate you sharing that thought. All right, next war story next time. Where we're at time-wise. Time-wise, let's see, 9:16. All right, I know if I do a macro section, it's definitely 10 minutes. So it's not going to be the longest. Let's see what, let me get some comments in here. We got to 96 viewers. That's always a good thing. Still, my faithful 100 is still here. I appreciate you guys. Can we look at COP? Can we look at, okay, whoever's making lists, make lists. Tyler Whitting, you can't ask for half of the fucking market. Can we look at Bonk, Sol, Shopify, Ford, Verizon? I can grab one of those. I'm not sure if you can get let me see if I can get my deck screener to open up until I have that guy to do a shitcoins like that. 1 sec. Open, you piece of garbage. Deck screener. I think just because nobody comes and asks that one too often, I'll throw that in there. His market cap's 1.5 billion. He ain't micro cap anymore. Okay, so I got that deck screen out. I'll throw you a freebie of one of those crazy coins. Shout out to Bearable Philly. What up, Kaz? Insert clip of classroom full of Chinese kids warming up for class. That's crazy. Shout out to Izzy. Appreciate you, sir. Nathan, you sending me Turkish liras? Those things are going down faster than a fucking $2 hoe. Alright. Hood, COP, Bonk, Sol, ZW, FCAN. Alright, that's what's up. Alright, so I do have limited time, 9:18. Let's get to a macro and get you a broad market coverage and get you the fuck out of here. Sorry for the short show. I really tried to get that damn artwork finished fast. I don't know how I didn't pull it off anyway for Wednesday. So again, back to total. We'll start with crypto because I know when crypto crackheads are in here. So where we left off, I dropped this into market prep in Discord. And this was kind of giving up a scenario of what I thought was possible. Where he corrected back to is a good location in the bottom third of the bull flag that he's trying to rotate. So this is a good inflection point. It's either going to fucking begin a much longer downtrend here, blow out the bottom of the flag, and crypto's going to correct a lot harder and finish this path. Or this is the main place that it can actually congest. And so you see I dropped this yesterday and he stalled right where he should. This is a good location of congestion here that he should stall. So from here we wait to see if he actually rotates an angle here, sets a higher floor, and this flag is actually what's rotating still to go take back out this key level. So you're kind of waiting with this guy right now. I thought a couple guys looked good structurally for that location, so that's why I grabbed that and I threw it in there. BTC has a key level I gave you, I think in that show, 65,104 the last time. And so he's got the correlation to total. So that level, basically total froze on the exact same level here. And then I had another level for it in BNB. So I had a correlation in like all the assets I'm pretty much watching, the big cap guys. So this is a good inflection point. You get congestion here from when we drop this. And so whatever the leave of this is should dictate like the general direction of where crypto is going. So BTC is probably a little cleaner looking to keep track of. Like right here, it's a really good line in the sand. And then, you know, or you can just watch total. I think total 2 we did also. Did we do total 2? I didn't do anything for total 2. But total 2, if we want to pull him out, he should be at a correlated level 2. So I didn't even actually like go back and look at him, and Jesus. So he's sitting on a trigger. So the same level for BTC, key level for BNB, and for total matches a trigger for total 2. So this is like a decision point. Basically, this is where you back up and make a new plan, right? Forget everything you missed before. Today's a new day. So this is where you keep eyes on things. The real strength I told you, right, when shitcoin land like, goes to like tier 2, tier 3, like degenerate risk is LTC. Structurally, this motherfucker doesn't look half as bad as anybody else in that correction in total, right? I told you the entire season is really this little blue angle in a Litecoin. And you can kind of see that from the last cycle also, right? This is an entire cycle here in Litecoin up to like fucking COVID. And then this is obviously the cycle in 2021. And this is now the current cycle you have out of the bottom of 2022. So as long as this line's intact, you know, there's still some degeneracy in the marketplace. Looking at him right now, you know, if you look at him to like an ETH, notice that pullback's not nearly as bad on him. BTC, all these guys look a lot worse. But Litecoin is really the degenerate fucking coin. And he's actually, you know, relatively stronger in much ways. So this was actually a projection from like over a year ago on the show. And looking at like possible breakout structures. So this level's still intact. You're still looking for something like this. Blow this out, correct, and fucking go crazy. And that could take us into like, you know, if the cycle is really where Litecoin indicates, the cycle's like has just really begun. That's why a lot of people don't seem to really believe it. The place that people really believe the market's fucking going crazy is the top third, right? Up here, when you're approaching all-time highs, that's when people go, oh my God, it's a bull market. People never get it down in the bottom trenches. Litecoin is a cycle indicator, indicates that most people don't know the cycle is actually on, right? It's just like this. People know it's a bull market, like in the last fucking blast off move, like the tail end of the last quarter of 17. This is where everyone realized crypto was going nuclear. No one actually got it right here, right? And so you're in that kind of period here. Same like down here. If you remember coming out into 2020 and stuff like that, no one got it after COVID. The level of fear kept people mostly sidelined until like the back half of 2021. And same thing is true going into COVID. If you remember going to COVID, people weren't bullish in most of 2019. They turned bullish like literally right before fucking COVID slammed the market to the pavement. So Litecoin's not a good barometer of that. Bitcoin is, right? And if you remember Bitcoin's 18 cycle, most people didn't realize you're rotating at the turn of 19. They didn't get bullish like literally right until fucking you went right into fucking you know, this climax high and you stalled out. It's the same thing here too. It's like the last third of this is where people catch on. I think Litecoin as a barometer of risk in the cycle, he's telling you that most people don't know it's really actually a bull market still, and that fucking, you know, BlackRock and the rest of those jokers are gonna inhale every Bitcoin fucking known to man out of the entire system, while people sit there, you know, waiting for fucking banks to save them. So I think this is guys worth paying attention to. I think Doge is kind of the same thing. I think Doge is also a cycle for coin as far as like shit coins go and meme coins go. Like I know you've had Whiff and some of those guys, but I feel like these guys are like the hallmark degenerate fucking cycle coins. And if they were to ever reach their highs, I mean, you're fucking like, 4x away from all-time highs on Doge, and same thing for Litecoin. You're like, about 3x away from highs. If the cycle had that far to run, the sentiment really is there for people who are looking for corrections, looking for Armageddon now, think that they've missed the cycle, to have the disbelief necessary for this thing to actually fucking do another leg. So I think watching total is your kind of key indication. This guy structures out and rotates back up to here, all hands on deck. That was a lot. Did you guys get all that? Was that crypto enough for you? Is all the stuff you wanted? J-Pow speaks at 12 o'clock today. Always pay attention to that. It's 9:23. Got a few more minutes. Did you guys get that? Was that crypto concise enough? Everybody knows what's going on? All right. Just for shits and giggles, so somebody asked for bonk. And it looks like this. I mean, it's the pumpiest of the pumpers, right? And so, is there another cycle left in this motherfucker after the kind of legs he's done? The world only knows, right? But like I said, a bull flag is a crash cycle, and damn it, how do you do that? This one. Always good to pay attention to his last cycle high. Where did he get? Sorry, the colors of this is going to be terrible, but right now, this is Bonk's current flag. If you were to pay attention to it, and that low, if it were to hold and get a higher floor, the rotation would be now. I think you can kind of look at like, how he did this action here. And you're probably looking for something like along those lines here. Something like that. Because, let's see. Where's Pepe? Pepe. Oh, man. I hope I have the right Pepe now. Oh, cool. Okay. So, where is full screen and you? This is our Pepe chart we used forever and ever and ever, right? Back in the days. And you kind of see that kind of like when you have this like extreme parabolic climax and recoil, like what Bonk is doing right now, you kind of need like a good sideways time corrective period to make people lose interest in it to take it back up again. As we see in the first wave structure of Bonk's correction. And you see that kind of like inside of Pepe, right? How long do you have to go sideways to make people forget about it? So you have the overall bull trajectory, your crash cycle, your rotation out, and then what sideways action he does to build a range that pretty much puts people to sleep, and then clearing that range is your next gas. So I think, that's kind of the same thing you might be watching on Bonk. God damn it, how did I get that full screen on this thing? I think too many people are waiting for that to do it again, you know what I mean? And people that missed it feel that way. And that's kind of like in the first climax, you see what it had to do to put people to sleep? It had to take a while sideways to create a range. And so I think you kind of watch Bonk right here, and you could kind of say, like, you look at this, that's the range. Geez, these are all terrible. That first high, stop run 2B, come back down. Kind of see right here at this high, stop run right here, pull back. It's like exactly structurally the same. So if he creates a sideways range in here and comes back out of here, you probably wait for something like that on him. But at least to be above this area of the first, recoil high he did, back above here. If he bottoms out close to this is what you probably wait for, something like that. All right. It's your crypto crackhead, Phil. All right, I gotta do all the other stuff. So, market things, we had a VIX forecast we gave you guys in the channel. We thought was worth watching. If this guy fucking rotated, he could de-risk the market. Always VIX, for the short answer, it's a barometer of fear in the marketplace. It captures the amount people are willing to pay for insurance in the S&P 500. This is what institutions can really FOMO fucking put options to the point they drive up fucking, premiums enough to be reflected in the VIX. So this is generally a sign of like institutional fear, not retail. So we had a projection back here and a timing date for the rotation. It's pretty close, broke out just ahead of it, and then the gas really came here now. The angle you're bouncing on is a new inflection point. So with crypto, with the point that I showed you with total and BTC, you're at a place that you could have a new risk-seeking tide come on with the VIX, which captures risk-seeking behavior across multiple assets. This location he's tagging right now is the downtrend angle of COVID. That's major. This is we look at these bull flags that lead to major corrections in the market and in the world. This is COVID itself. This bull flag's rotation is seriously fucking worth keeping eyes on, because this could begin fucking like a doomsday level rotation, it's such a massive flag from COVID. So it does reflect that some degree of complacency in the marketplace. It's a matter of not figuring out when do you leave this, right? We can obviously trade around in the narrowing wedge for some time and take all the way till fucking May. So like, another month away before it actually gets out. Or you blow it out right now, you give a fuck right fucking now, right? So if we're going to go into risk on position, a correction off of this angle would lead to a risk on wave, likely in stocks and likely in crypto and a few other places, right? So this is kind of what you're watching right now is today, do we actually fucking top out on this climax from yesterday, bottom out and give the market a chance to bounce and crypto a chance to also bounce? Whereas market right now, long-term angle all the way up from the trenches of October, you've gapped down right now through it and violating that long-term angle, right? This is the question. We have a liquidity zone right here that's been pretty good for the market to have like stable support. Does he find support on it? The VIX top out and fucking collapse, allow this rotation to bounce, and this basically be a juke move that's basically mind fucks people on a stop run of the angle and it goes back up through it. That's one scenario. Or the VIX fucking catches some life. This guy goes down and box ranges here and then fucking eats it. What the fuck happened with that drawing? Let me see. Put it down to lower resolution. I know I'm trying to get a lot out. It's 9:28, so I got to get done. So, can we do this and possibly come out and do that? That's one scenario. Or this motherfucker turns into a bloodbath and comes out of here and fucking eats it. So that's kind of your market situation, your VIX situation. It's about as much as I can cover. Running out of time. I got to get myself set. Right? This is your scenario right now. Is the market in a bear flag and about to do something like that? Or is this going to fucking fake out, hold the line down here and possibly reverse, and give you a chance to have the market like come back out of it and do something like this? Keep your eyes on the VIX. That's going to be your biggest tell right now. Right now, having this entire range up here is a little scary. It's overhead supply right here. So with the market opening under it, if it fails to break through this, that's going to be a negative, and it's going to lead him to get there and still come back down, right? So he's got to get back above the floor of this box range into this liquidity area to give us a real chance at a real bull wave for the day. So good luck to you out there. Market opens in 5 seconds. This has been Real Nomics, my precious niggas. Good luck out.
Welcome to Winternomics TV. Your stream will begin shortly.